Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the Chairman of the Departmental Committee on Energy regarding fuel crisis, shortage across the country as a result of delayed subsidy payment to oil marketing companies. Honorable Speaker, the fuel crisis we are facing today dates back to September 2021. The Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, under Section 101, subsection Y of the Petroleum Act number 2 of 2019, Legal Notice number 196 of 2010, and Legal Notice number 26 of 2012, on September 14, 2021, issued a maximum wholesale and retail petroleum price that was effective from September 15th to October 14th, 2021. The drastic increase, Mr. Speaker, led to public outcry as maximum wholesale and retail petroleum prices significantly rose to historic high pump prices. For example, Mr. Speaker, 1 liter of super petrol went up to 147.75 in Mandera, 144.15 in Moyale town, 145.34 in Elwak town, 143.19 in Kibish town, and 134.72 in Nairobi and its environs. Honorable Speaker, in March 14, 2022, EPRA increased the pump prices of petrol and diesel by Kenya shillings 5 shilling per liter. But despite that, the government maintained the margins of oil companies at zero, meaning no profits for the companies. The cash flow for the oil company, marketing companies, is seriously affected by the incidence of delays by the National Treasury to reimburse them under the subsidy program, thereby leading to hoarding and little fuel they still have in their services. EPRA, Mr. Speaker, blamed the delays in the disbursement of the fuel subsidy cash by the Ministry of Petroleum and the National Treasury. EPRA, Mr. Speaker, increased the pump prices of petrol and diesel by 5 shillings per liter on March 14, 2022. Despite the price increase, the government maintained the same margins. Mr. Speaker, the oil marketing companies are facing a very serious cash crunch as bypassing the Kenyan independent petroleum dealers who export their stock, who allowed the oil marketing companies to export their stock to Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, and DRC Congo, where they are guaranteed instant cash on their sales. Honorable Speaker, it is on this account and this background that I seek for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Energy on the following. Number one, could the chairperson provide the total number of registered oil marketing companies, petroleum dealers, and small oil dealers, their network distribution across the country, and the percentage share of each of the oil marketer in our country? Two, could the chairperson provide the total amount of money collected under the Petroleum Fuel Levy Fund from September 2021 to date? Three, could the chairperson provide a breakdown of reimbursements of fuel levy fund per month from September 2021 to date, and reimbursement due to be paid to oil marketing companies, petroleum dealers, and the small oil dealers? Number four, could the chairperson explain the measures put in place by government to curb the fuel crisis in our country and also ensure that Kenyans are not affected as it is now today in the streets and in all the petrol stations? Number five, Could the chairperson explain plans put in place by government to ensure that petroleum dealers make the current situation as short and as unrestrictive as possible? Number 6, could the chairperson explain why the National Treasury has stalled the processing of the Petroleum Products Tax and Levies Amendment Bill 2021? And 7, could the chairperson explain the position of the government of Kenya on the inadequacy of the fuel in the country and the contingent measures put in place by government in case of a prolonged crisis of the fuel in our country? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.